Hey Heights Church family, Pastor Justin here, and welcome to our Summit Up Devotional series. I get to kick off this month's brand new series, and we're going to be talking about different Psalms out of the book of Psalms. I'm going to share one with you, and I'm going to share a couple thoughts, but before I do that, there's something I want you to know about Hebrew poetry in general. This is just one of those amazing designs by God. I mean, think about it for a second. If you wanted to write a book of poetry in English and have it translated into other languages, the reality is it wouldn't work. And the reason why it wouldn't work is because in English we use rhyme, we use meter, we use phrasing to make poetry work, right? I mean, and it doesn't translate to Greek or to English or to Russian or French or Spanish because they don't sound the same. So it's English, it's based out of sounds. Well, with Hebrew poetry, with the book of Psalms and the book of Proverbs, even Ecclesiastes, the Song of Solomon, Hebrew poetry is actually, it was written, designed by thought. And in fact, let me give you a perfect example of this. It's the idea of comparison of thoughts. So it's Psalm 1, and it says this: "Happy is the one who does not walk in the advice of the wicked, or stand in the path with sinners, or sit in the company of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instructions. He meditates on it day and night. He is like a tree planted beside flowing streams, that bears its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not like this. Instead, they are like chaff that is blown away in the wind. Therefore, the wicked will not stand up at the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to ruin." As you read this, what you see is a stark contrast between the righteous and what he calls the wicked, or those who don't know God, right? That's how Hebrew poetry is written, in that it's designed as comparison or contrasting, or it's a simile with something. It's like this. It's this beautiful expression, because here's what's so amazing about it. God had to pick a language and a people that would be able to be translated to everyone. And he couldn't do it with every language. In fact, Hebrew is one of the only ideas in the way they write poetry that actually works. I know that seems a little nerdy and a little weird, but here's what I want you to know, and here's what I want to encourage you with, is that God's word is so incredibly well written and so incredibly well designed that we can trust it. There's so much textual evidence to hold it and support it up, that when we lean into it and we meditate on it day and night, it's like we're a tree planted next to a stream of water. We get regular nourishment. We grow up spiritually, and it's just this beautiful thing. Well, Heights Church, I want to thank you for joining me with these thoughts. I hope you learned something new today. I hope I was able to explain it clearly for you. And as you listen to the Psalms over the next month, look for that idea, because it's always a thought or a comparison or an idea or an exaltation, but it's never poetic in that it doesn't try to rhyme, which is beautiful, and it's translatable. I mean, we can read it in English and understand it because of the way God designed it. Well, my encouragement to you, church, is trust his word, because he loves you and it's for you, and I hope you have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.